Well, welcome back to the channel. You might remember last year's video on my Remington Big Block 754 chainsaw. Got a lot of people interested in that, and I actually learned a lot of things. If you remember, I was kind of heartbroken last year because I seized it up, and I wasn't very happy about it, and my plan was over the winter to make videos about it and, you know, rebuild the engine if I needed to, but things changed since last year. Anyway, so I need this saw because, unlike you guys, maybe probably, I have lots and lots of things with engines around here. I mean, my life is revolved around gas combustion engines. There's a pressure washer with an engine. There's 3 chainsaws. There's a chainsaw over there. I mean, where do you see the videos in the future of all these things that are gas powered? It's like your life revolves around everything that's got a gas powered engine in it and always needs something. And my Remington Super 754 chainsaw is no different. Now, remember last time I made a video about this, I seized the engine, and I was not very happy about it. In fact, when the engine seized, I ran up to the house and I blew some air through it so that it would cool off, and then the ripcord ripped. So there it sat all winter on my workbench. And so I finally today got around to seeing what really happened to it. So I took the pull cover off for the pull start because it ripped, of course. I'm taking that apart because this clock spring is all janked up from either my dad back in the 70s or what. I'm not really sure, but I got over here and I'm spinning it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's not seized up. I got compression. You hear it? It's got compression. So I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna run. I'm super stoked. It's gonna run. I think it's gonna run. And I really need this thing. From what the guys on the comment section were telling me, this is an 80cc chainsaw, and it is an absolute beast. I think it weighs nearly 20 pounds. And it is just one bad hombre. Like, it's missing teeth, and it still cuts like nothing I've ever used. I mean, you compare that saw to these little tiny saws, this little Echo I got here. I bought this 20 years ago when I bought my house. And that's all great for trimming and doing all kinds of this and that, but when you got a log you can't put your hands or your arms around, this isn't going to cut it. This is a one tank per cut saw. This one is a McCulloch. My dad hates these. Everybody says they're junk, but I had to tell you, this little bugger's got some power and it rips. Actually, better ripping than the Echo, and this chain is actually tired too. You know, when you sharpen it to the point where there's nothing left of the teeth. So all these saws are going to be needing a chains at some point, but for now I got some logs to cut up out back that have fallen the last couple years, and there's no other way to get around it other than you need a chainsaw. But these little saws are for trimming. They're not for that. This Craftsman, my old boss gave to me, and I had a fuss with this, and I had to buy one of those little balls that prime because it was bripped off because at the age they just get really old. And then you can't prime your fuel up. This thing's got plenty of RPM. The chain was fair. I've been charging it, but I've been sharpening it, but it's not, it's not adequate for big jobs. So when I pulled the pull start cover off and I realized that my Remington does not have a seized motor, I went and did some research. Now I've been around machines my whole life. Been an auto mechanic for nearly 25 years. That's a good sign. I hear compression. That means this is going to run. It means I means I don't have to rebuild the engine. At least I don't think. But like I said, I was heartbroken that the thing, seized up. So I went and did some research on two-strokes because I was just curious to know what causes a two-stroke to seize up. My mixture was good, and I know it was. So what happened? This was a cold start. Warmed it up a minute, ran into the log, and went to cut it. The log, and it just seized up. So what I found out after looking at all the forums and stuff, I realized that you should not use your gas from last year in your chainsaw. Now the weed whacker, the leaf blower, they don't really seem to care, but this cared. And from what they're saying, that the oil and the gas separate, and even after you shake it up, and that's what I did. I used last year's gas, and now I'm going to make sure my mixture is correct. And I'm going to give it a run again, and hopefully this thing, goes. It's got compression, so I think it's going to run. It's got spark. I checked it, so I'm totally happy. I don't have to rebuild the engine. I don't even know you can even buy parts for this anymore. I think this thing is a 1974. And man, I'm telling you, it is like you have to wear earplugs and like the kind of hearing protection that you need for shooting guns, because the concussion this thing makes when it's running is, well, let me put it this way, all my neighbors in my neighborhood know when I'm using this thing, and they know who it is who's using it, because frankly I think this is the most badass saw in my neighborhood.
It's so peaceful up here. Well, it was peaceful up here.
And let me tell you something, when you cut with a saw this large with this big of an engine on it, it is insane how powerful it is. I mean, truly insane. On top of that, you know, when you go to buy a saw of this caliber with a humongous chain on it, I mean, you're looking to spend $1,500 to $1,800. I mean, go research like 60 to 70 cc chainsaws, and you'll see the prices. You'll be like, huh, it's worth fixing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a new rope in it. I had some crappy rope over here. The crappy rope is pretty much crap, and it literally frays, and it's junk. It's made for like tying down, you know, stuff on your pickup truck. But I ended up going into the hardware store and buying Doing It Best braided polyester 3/16 rope, and we'll see how it goes. We're gonna wrap this up. This clock spring is damaged. I don't know how this got so janky, but it has to turn clockwise in the pull start. So how this little eyelet got messed up, or how this little hook got messed up and bent all to hell, I've got to make it so that this piece fits into that slot right in the middle. So that's what we're going to do now and see what happens. And then we'll put it back on, and I know it leaks gas. The gas tank leaks, so I might pull the cover off and put a gasket on it somehow so that I can use it. But so far, all good news. It's not good news unless it's running, so let's see what happens. All right. For all you chainsaw lovers here is my 4 derelict chainsaws that were all for free except for the Echo. You can look at this little guy. When you look at how small that is, and you just keep stepping up, and then you get to Daddy. The pull cord works. It's working, and it's got compression. I'm holding the camera, I can't pull it, but it's got compression. So this is ready to go. So when Gail comes home, we got a log to cut next to the house. We're gonna fire this thing up, and I hope it runs. There are guys that are on the forums that said they've gotten saws for free that were seized up, and they were able to get them running again and still using them. So I have unseized car engines before, and they ran great. So I'm gonna just put all hope and pray that this is gonna run, but I can't do it without Gail because she's gonna hold the camera. And then if you're listening to this video, you might want to turn your volume down, because I don't know how loud it's gonna be, but it is like machine gun concussion loud. So there it is. I'm stoked. She'll be home in a couple hours, and we're gonna see if this thing runs. I'll make a video clip of it, and if it runs, I mean, it might be smoky, it might not be smoky. I mean, they are smoky as they are. I mean, it always smoked even when my dad was using it. But we're gonna fire it up, see what happens. So here we go. All right, well, Gail's home, and now we're ready to find out if this thing is gonna run.
I hope so.
I primed the tank. It's leaking, but we're gonna just do our best we can.
Okay.
And hopefully I wore my good luck Jaws tank top from the 70s or 80s.
It is Shark Week.
So you ready to see, Gail, if this is gonna work?
I'm ready.
All right. Oh, there's life.
Come on. You know you want to.
Nope. Crap. It runs.
Sure does.
Fantastic, it runs. My God, is this thing loud.
It is, yes.
It's such a big, I got a big knot. And I'm starting to cut a little bit at an angle, I think, because the teeth, so many teeth missing off
Yeah,
it.
I know there is.
But man, does it mow right through that.
Sure does.
Hot damn. Well, it's not seized up,
No.
so the fuel was definitely a factor. I mean, it didn't seize up, it's smoky.
Right.
It probably didn't help matters, but it has enough compression to run. Now all I need to do is get a chain for it, because that chain is just,
Shot.
it's still the same chain as when my dad gave it to me when he was using it.
Yeah.
Might even be the original for all I know, but
Could be.
6 teeth. I mean, I could be doing a lot better job here.
Right.
I'm gonna sharpen the other ones, but that's a pretty good swath. So whatever that hit a long time ago, barbed wire fence or
Right.
who knows, but all right guys, well, it's alive. I think it's gonna be okay. Fuel mixtures. That's what I learned in this video, is don't use last year's gas. Make yourself fresh gas every year so you don't seize up your Remington. That chain is shot
Yeah.
completely. Yeah, when it starts cutting at a curve,
Oh, yeah.
you got teeth that are,
Right.
you know, and the teeth that are missing are the ones that probably are, they should be cutting the other way. So it's curving.
Right.
You can't cut a big log up when it's doing that.
No,
I
that's
just
hard.
took like a bunch of passes at it. And it cuts super great, but it's curving. So, like I said, you guys, it's probably gonna need a chain. Well, not probably, it's gonna need a chain.
Right.
And I'll come back out here and we'll try that again. And that should rip through pretty good. So, well, that's all for our Remington video. It's running. It didn't seize up. I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, me
My
too.
heart is not broken no more. We should keep the Remington.
Yes.
And we'll put a new chain on it and we'll make another video of how it's working then. But till then,
Okay.
see ya.